Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia and this is Lulu's Leaves. Today I want to talk to you guys all about how to get all of these rare plants that you're looking for as little as possible. I will tell you right now, most of my rarest plants have cost me $0. And I'm going to tell you in this video exactly how I've done that. But before we do get into the video, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that button down below and also click the thumbs up button if you like it. If you want to see more content from me and join an awesome community of like-minded plant people, definitely check out the link in my description to become a member. We chat daily and it's a really fun time. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, definitely go check that out. There's also a merch link down there as well if you want to rep some Lulu's Leaves. All right guys, well that's going to be all the talking before we get into this video. So let's just start. So my secret to getting rare plants for as little as possible is trading. I don't know if you guys are super into trading, but I sure am. I will tell you that a lot of the plants that you see on this channel have actually been traded with me. And especially my wish list plants, I love trading for those because typically I don't have a lot of money to be spending on plants. But if I'm able to find someone who's looking for a plant that I might not be loving at the moment, and they have the plant that's on my wish list, usually it's really easy to come to some sort of agreement and make a trade work. Of course, it's a little bit more difficult in the winter time because shipping is not super easy, especially in Canada with the colder temperatures. But in the spring and the summer, which is definitely coming up, I definitely recommend, if you're not already, to try trading some plants. Today I did want to go through my collection and show you guys all of the plants that I have traded for and kind of tell you what I gave for them and what I got in return basically. So all of these plants were basically just a straight trade. The only exception is my Elchoco red. I did pay a little bit extra for that one, but sometimes that's a great option too. If you don't have exactly what someone's looking for, you can offer sort of a partial trade. So a plant plus a little bit of cash. That is definitely the best way to get the rare plants you're looking for. So I'm going to start off with two Hoyas that I recently traded for. I got these plants from Grania over on Jungle Flowers Canada. She's so sweet and she has an awesome YouTube channel as well if you want to check her out. But we were able to make a trade. She saw my wish list video actually a little while back and she saw that I really wanted a Hoya Sarawak. Luckily, she was actually importing some of these plants and happened to be importing a Sarawak. You can totally make wish lists even if you're not a YouTuber broadcasting it to your audience. A lot of people have success doing this on their Instagrams as well, so if you have a planty Instagram, definitely make yourself a wish list highlight so that people coming across your account can see what plants are on your wish list, and if they have them, maybe you can work out a trade. So let me start off with the first plant that I traded, the Hoya Sarawak. This one actually came with 3 leaves, but it did need some acclimation and it's finally actually doing so well. This plant used to be super floppy, but this leaf is actually much stronger now. You can see all of the wrinkling that was there is now gone. So that is super duper exciting. What it really means is that this leaf is likely here to stay and all will be well. Now I just have to wait for another growth point. But this plant was on my wish list for a really long time and we were able to make something work. So dreams do come true. She also gave me this beautiful Hoya Carnosa freckles and it's also doing well. I'm not sure exactly what this is on the leaves. These two are the new ones. It might have just gotten a little bit too much light on its way out, but again, I'm not super concerned. It still looks very happy and healthy. The leaves are nice and firm, so it seems to be doing just fine. I did end up trading her a few of my Hoyas for these ones. And yeah, it was a really, really awesome trade. I was able to get some awesome wish list plants, and I think she was happy with her trade as well. Grania, being the awesome person that she is, also saw that I wanted a philodendron painted lady, but unfortunately I didn't have anything to trade with her, so she ended up just giving it to me for the time being, and I'm definitely going to be giving her something when something comes along or when I can cut one of my plants up. But yeah, this is another wish list plant that I got through a type of trade situation. I didn't spend any money on it, but it is an absolutely beautiful plant. There is a new growth point right there. I unfortunately snapped the new leaf off when trying to help it out of its sheath, so don't do that, friends, but it's still growing and it's gonna be just fine, so that's great. But again, this was a great opportunity for me to get a wish list plant. She trusts me, obviously, I trust her. We are going to make an exchange later this spring probably, so I guess this still qualifies as a trade. The next trade that I made for another beautiful plant was actually done through Facebook. Someone in a Facebook group that I was in actually posted that they were looking for a Burl Marx Fantasy, and as you guys know, if you watched my plants I don't like at the moment video, the Philodendron Burl Marx was unfortunately on that list. I messaged her and wondered if we could make a trade work out, and we were able to make something happen. She had this beautiful plant, which I'm about to show you, and she was willing to trade that for my plant. So we definitely worked that out. We're both super happy with our trades. So again, making dreams come true. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this all in frame, but this here is an Anthurium magnificum verde. From what I understand, I think that this is a green form, verde, green form of the Anthurium magnificum, and I do have the darker form in the back as well, but she had this one, and I'm definitely trying to up my Anthurium collection, so I thought that this was an awesome addition. And because my Burl Marx Fantasy wasn't giving me the love that I needed from it, I thought it would be a great opportunity to just do a little swap, make both parties happy. That's the best part of trading, in my opinion, honestly. Of course, you're happy because you're getting a plant, but you're also making someone else super happy, and you're not really missing out on anything. So this is another plant that I got for $0. So I mentioned my Elchoco earlier in this video. This is a trade that I did with Plant Haven Toronto. Autumn and I have become sort of friends outside of plants, I guess, I hope. We obviously both share a love for plants. We wanted to do a trade, and she knew that I had a Philodendron Gloriosum cutting, so we ended up making a trade. I gave her a Gloriosum one leaf cutting with a new growth point, and then she gave me this beautiful Elchoco red. This was actually meant to be a Verrucosum, but there was some sort of confusion. Anyways, I didn't even realize this was an Elchoco until it put out another leaf, but now I feel very blessed that it is one. I love both the Verrucosum and the Elchoco. She also gave me two beautiful cuttings as well. They were both wet stick propagations, and now I have a Verrucosum as well. It's just a little small baby, but still a beautiful plant. Anyways, I did end up giving her an extra $50 on top of the Gloriosum for this beautiful baby Elchoco here. So again, another one of my wish list plants was checked off for only $50, and these plants are honestly going for at least $300 now, and it has grown so well for me. I'm super excited. There's a whole other leaf on the way. You can see right there, but each of these leaves are just equally stunning, and it's grown super, super easily for me. It's also loving its life in the greenhouse, by the way, and so are all of my other plants. I'm going to be doing an update within the next few weeks of how everything is doing and my first impressions, basically. So stay tuned for that video. Next up, I wanted to talk about another popular plant that I was able to get for $0 in a trade. I did a trade with Rowan Reed on Instagram. She's awesome. She has an incredible Hoya collection, and it does look like she's working on building up an aroid collection as well now. But I was able to get a wishlist Hoya from her. This is the Hoya Polynora, and there's actually beautiful new growth coming out right there. And this is also hanging out in my cabinet now, so hopefully it's getting lots of light and it will be super happy in there long term. You can see it has lots of healthy roots going on there, so it seems to be doing super well. But we just traded some Hoyas, and she had a small cutting of this guy. It was 2 leaves, and I was more than happy to make that trade. This was high on my wish list at that point, so definitely worth the trade. I gave her a Hoya bagutensis for this, I believe, and I can't remember exactly what else we traded for at the moment, but this was definitely the highlight of the trade for me, at least. Yeah, definitely worth it. So the last plant that I want to talk about is one that you guys have seen many times on my channel. It's one of my favorite plants, and I'm super grateful. This trade was made with Plants Pots and Whatnots. I'm sure you guys know of her. If you're following me, you're probably following her as well, but if you're not already, go subscribe. Earlier in the year, she cut up her beautiful Philodendron Glorious, and she gave me a 1-leaf cutting, plus it had a new growth point coming out. So this is what the plant looks like now. Yeah, and it has only been, I would say, 3 months since I got this plant. Unfortunately, that leaf did rip, but it's still so beautiful. And there's also a brand new growth on the way there. As you can see, it's going to be a big leaf. For this plant, I traded her a Philodendron Snowdrift cutting, which I've seen on her channel lately, and it seems to be doing really well. I'm super happy about that. I also gave her a Rugosum cutting. That was actually a trade for an Albosingonium cutting. Unfortunately, that one didn't make it, but totally okay. That was probably my bad. Anyways, this plant was well worth the trade, and I'm more than happy to share some plants with her anyways. But definitely this is the best trade that I've made, in my opinion, mostly because this plant is such a quick grower, and you guys know that I absolutely love fast growing plants. This one has exceeded my expectations by about 1,000,000 times. So definitely, if you're looking for some new plants, before you go out and spend a ton of money, check out if someone wants to trade with you, because it's more than likely you will find something out there. Alright, well that is actually it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed learning about all of the different trades that I made this year. I really encourage you guys to reach out to your plant friends or put out a message on Instagram and just let your intentions be known that you're looking to trade. Definitely don't badger other influencers or other Instagram accounts to make trades. If they're not actively seeking out trades, most people don't want to be asked, but if you make it aware on your own story and put your wish list out there and someone approaches you, that's fantastic. Another great way is to make a Facebook post on a local Facebook group. That's a great way to have people approach you as well, but I promise you this is my favorite way to acquire plants, and I definitely think that if you're not already trading or you're not trading a lot, you should try to trade before you purchase. Alright guys, that's going to be it from me. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe as well. You can also join for as little as $1.99 Canadian per month, and that gives you access to the Discord group chat. But yeah, if you want to get some Lulu's Leaves merch, you can also do that by clicking the link in the description down below. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!